Hi, this is Manju Ramanan, and we'll be soon speaking to Khatija Rahman, who's coming up with a very interesting album of hers. Of course, she comes from a musical heritage. Her lineage is, we all know she's Mr. A.R. Rahman's daughter. But the fact that she's got a very individual voice of her own, and she's been part of some very interesting projects, which are all to do with some social awareness, conscience. It's got to do right from air pollution to many things that she has sung for. So let's speak to her about her latest new venture that she is with this interview. So let's speak to her soon. Hi, hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, my dear?
Good, I'm good.
Okay. I was speaking to your uncle and he told me that you are a very naughty kid as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you come to Dubai as a child as well, and you to meet him. When was your first trip here?
It's long back. I mean, we come quite not often, but come a couple of times. So
Okay. So congratulations on this new venture, and waiting to hear more. And whatever you've done sounds very promising and beautiful. So I want to ask you, the first question is the first song you learned. Do you remember the first song you learned? The full song that you learned.
I think I would have learned something in Carnatic only, because I started with learning Carnatic music. So yeah. Very interesting question, making me think so much.
When you're a child, when you're a kid, they send you to this class and that class. Now, அவ்வளவுதான். அதுக்கு மேல தெரியாது. கொஞ்சம்தான். Little I know. So lovely to see you and talk to you. I heard your songs. There's some divinity in the voice, which is so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
And there's purity also, because see, all that you do is more than just music, right? You also talk about a lot of soul. You're talking about reaching out. You're talking about air pollution. You're talking about ahimsa. You've spoken of Tirukural. You've narrated. And of course, Iltija and then Hamharni, Maningi. There are lots of causes associated with what you've done. So, was it something does it come naturally to you to do, choose these kinds of things?
To be honest, I did not plan saying I'll sing only this, but I always wanted my art to serve a greater purpose and not just, be something like entertainment, yes, but also something more like touching the lives of people and healing a lot of people. That's what I believe in. And all these projects, it just happened, to be honest. Like I've been asked this question a lot of times, because all my songs from the beginning, from the first song, it's all message oriented, and I don't know, probably that's what the universe is making it happen this way, I guess. I have no idea, but I'm happy that it's shaped this way, so yes.
Okay, but your uncle tells me that you were naughty. So tell me what you did as a kid. You are the first one. So did you bully your little brother and sister? I mean, your younger sibling. What was it?
Yeah, a lot of teasing, and people would get scared of me and things like that. So I would sneak out. So I would want to go on a bicycle ride. So obviously my parents were worried and stuff. Now they allow, and I'm so lazy to step out. But I would just sneak out, take the cycle, go off, and then one day I got caught. Okay. One of them told my aunt, and then from then on, my cycle sneaking out stopped. But my grandmom was supportive. She's like, okay, go and come before your dad comes, So sneaking out and riding the cycle was so much fun, and all the scenes are still in my eyes. The security would get so worried. I was like, okay, from here now, 10 minutes I'll go on the bridge and come. And then somebody complained, and all my dreams got shattered of sneaking out. But it was fun, like riding the cycle. I would have been 4th or 5th standard. So cycle also my cousin and me learned together, but he was very scared. But even if I fell down, I would keep trying to learn. I told the person, take this one wheel off, let me learn. And then I was so fluent, nobody could catch me. I would run, and my uncle and all, my uncle was in 10th, so my mom's brother, and that's when I was born. So poor thing, his teenage, everything went in taking care of us. He's like, all my teenage went in because of you girls. And he has 2 daughters now. And it's like, he's like continuous. So he's like, they dreaded me. Like I was so troublesome. My mom is like, you're the most troublesome kid ever. And then if I tell it to people now, they're like, they're not believing it. Like, it just yeah, it was fun troubling people, as in being a brat running around.
Like
I wouldn't.
fun
My
trouble.
mom's like, no, not in a serious note, but fun, like being naughty and stuff. And my mom's like, you'll never sleep. I said, why? She said, I don't know, you'll just not sleep. I was born also early morning, so maybe that's why I'm like this.
A little hyper about what you do.
Yeah, I was too hyperactive. Yeah.
Now tell me, you come from a musical heritage, and so tell me about what aspects of your dad's music do you admire the most? I'm sure the world admires him, but as a daughter, what is that nuance? What are those things that you like most about his work? And any songs that you like, your favorite song, something.
I like that he uses a lot of um, classical elements in his songs, and there is some sense of purity or something, some magic which comes. I don't know how to explain that. It'll take a lot of years for me to understand the whole thing, how the magic happens. So I can just tell you whatever little I know. So yeah, this is what I really like, that he likes to use a lot of Indian instruments, or that one classical touch, the roots, basically the something is there. I don't know how to explain that. So yeah, I mean, also the use of new instruments, it and also the every time he introduces new people, that also makes it special, so I'm glad and happy about that. And what songs I like? I like Kehna Hi Kya from Bombay. That's the first song which comes to my mind.
Can we see?
No, Manju. That song is very tough. I'll sing something else and I'll send it to you on WhatsApp. The problem is my voice was cracking in my previous calls because of lack of sleep, so I don't want to make a mistake. Send something properly and you add it to your show.
Tell me, is your father strict or lenient when you learn from him? Is he a strict? Is he a taskmaster? He lets you be. How is he as a guru?
No, he's a taskmaster. Sometimes he'll just sit us and us. It's like, I said, yo. No, in a good way. Like he wants it proper. It's like, you can get it. Why are you giving up? He's like, this is a problem, so that is the thing.
Okay. And any instance that you have encountered that has guided you through a difficult patch of clearing a block? Like it could be something that you are not getting, but what is that incident? Is there a song that you can remember, or a particular moment?
Maybe this song only, Farishton, there were some parts. Certain things were taking time, and he was patient enough to walk me through the process and being there. So maybe if you listen to it, you'll understand. So because sometimes it gets a little challenging because I've taken a huge break and come back. So I've missed a lot of years of training. So it takes time, certain things. It's not that it's not possible, and I'm juggling between multiple things. So sometimes certain things gets a little this thing, and he teaches easy ways or doesn't give up on me and helps me through the process. So that's about it.
Okay. You also sang with the late legendary Sri S.P. Balasubramanian, who we lost recently. What are the
Yes,
memories that you'd like to share with us, and what you learned from him? What is, because he's known for his energy and the way that he sings. I mean, he's legendary.
yes. I think the fact that he, has great control over his voice, and the fact that he's retained that same thing even in his 70s is a huge thing for me to learn. It's not for us to get demotivated that probably when we get old, our voice might also, because someone has proved it that he can do it all.
Yeah.
So that is something which I learned, and I've not spoken to him. So
Mm.
I will not be able to tell any incidents as such because our tracks were recorded separately. I did not record my vocals with him.
Okay. Okay. Tell me, are you?
But
Sorry. Sorry. Yeah.
also, yes, he's can sing in a lot of languages and he's really hardworking. So it's a huge inspiration and sung a lot of songs. All of us know. So it's another level. Yeah, so
Okay. Also, tell me, are you choosy about the lyrics that are handed out to you? Will you sing certain things and not sing certain? Are you choosy?
um, yes. But so far whatever has come has been very meaningful, but in future I will be choosy about the lyrics if it is
Hmm.
indecent or something like that. I i would not go for it. it
Okay.
it should not have anything abusing women or item I, itemizing them, if that's the right term. I would not go for such songs. It doesn't go with my persona, and I want my art to be a lesson, like as in um, it should talk about the principles of life which I
Yeah.
follow.
Yeah.
So it goes against my principles. So I will not go for such kind of songs.
Tell me about.
So
Tell me about.
yes, I mean,
Yeah.
so Farishto means angels, as you will know, and it's the whole process began before lockdown actually, but we decided on an animation video only during the lockdown because as a family we all watched a lot of Miyazaki's films,
Hmm.
and we were really inspired because, to be honest, when I watched one of the films, I'm unable to recall the name, but um, I just went into a different world, and we realized that that's the world we should create for someone for the at least limited minute duration when they watch my song video. And also, animation appeals to children and adults. It doesn't cater to just one category, and didn't want to just go with a simple song video. And we also wanted to do something great with the song.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of magic elements, fantasy, a lot of things where women are portrayed strong and also contrary, that women with differences can coexist and accept each other, contrary to what is happening today.
Yeah.
Sadly, women talk about women's empowerment and end up putting down other women.
Yeah.
um, so it goes contrary to what's happening, and we hope that the message reaches for each person. They might find a certain element suiting their values or something which they feel inclined towards. And so I don't want to give away too much because I don't want to prompt any experience in the head. So the whole process was interesting, and I hope it heals a lot of people because the lyrics are that way. So, and the visuals also are amazing, but it is for people to see.
Yeah, because Farishto, for me, when I heard it, I thought it was a lot to do with the frontline workers, the people who are actually the angels today in today's COVID times. We do have so many people who selflessly help other people. So I thought it was in that space as well. So, but anyway, we'll wait and see. There's speculation. More speculation will make it all the more interesting what we are actually looking at. I have also seen that your Instagram, you post a lot of handloom saris. I'm a sari wearer, so I'm very interested in knowing this love towards the handloom saris. And
Um, so for me, it all started quite late only. I realized the amount of actually what happened was I was watching Vijay TV someday, and two weavers, they were from the weavers family, and they were singing also folk music and things.
yeah,
They were also talking about how tough it is, because nobody is willing to purchase because of the costs and stuff, but we all go for high-ended brands. That is okay, but going for a handloom is such a huge deal.
yeah,
From then, in mentally it was, it was kind of inside my head.
hmm,
So that's when I realized, within whatever the small capacity, I can try to do something. So that's when I started buying, So for example, on Women's Day, I wore a sari. So one of my, so it is called Amara Collective. So she works, she has a social enterprise. She empowers around, I think, 5 to 6 women. So many people's hard work goes in making a sari. So I usually don't go for expensive stuff, but I was like, okay, worth it because of my, contribution. It's not only her. So it's going to the weavers and all these women. So these women, I think, their husbands don't know that they're working. So secretly they work and they get some income. So it was really great when she reached out to me. She actually reached out saying, "Can you promote?" And I said, "I'll buy something from you and happy to, promote your work," because it was really nice. So she customized the whole thing. That's why I thought, okay, let people also know what is happening. I like to talk about the story. So I was very excited on how this whole sari was made. And yeah, I mean, that's about it. See, I'm not saying that I'm buying only handloom, but I'm trying my best, like doing my little part,
yes,
and empower and help artists.
it's amazing.
Any
It's an amazing thing because I remember buying co-optics and a lot of saris have the picture of the weaver and a little bio on her with the price tag. So you know something
exactly,
about the person who's made that sari.
exactly,
It's more individualized. Like it's not an unknown weaver. It's a woman.
exactly.
There is a lot of history,
That's what.
and
Yeah.
a lot of culture. There's a lot of memory. So it's like a
Yes.
form of art, right? So somewhere,
Yes. Exactly. It's like how we have music. These are also artists. They don't sing, but they do a lot of it.
right?
Everyone is different, and they have their own identity. So yeah, I mean,
Yeah. So this kind of sensibility really makes you different than the rest of everybody, right? Because you do have a heart which beats for a lot of. It does because the music also is the personality is also everywhere. It's not just in the music that you're talking about. It's also what the causes that you support. So tell me about the foundation and the work that you've done. You worked in an NGO before you were part of the foundation. Tell me about that work.
so I finished my college. I graduated in commerce. So obviously, I was old enough, and my dad wanted me to, take charge of um, being in one of the being one of the board members. So, but I needed experience. I obviously wouldn't have been able to manage and stuff without any experience. So one of our friends suggested that be Bhumi is a good NGO, for me to learn. So even learning the smallest of things on lot of things, basically even like calling people for the workshops and things like that. And from then I never cut calls which I get from credit card people who call me and ask for credit cards, because I know how it felt to be ignored. A lot of them will just cut my calls. I was an intern there. I was treated like an ordinary intern, and I met some genuine people. So from then, anybody calls, anyone randomly gets my number, as in, all these customer service calls. Initially, I would just cut. I would get so irritated. And then I realized, okay, this is how I was treated. I will not do this. I call, I say, I'm not interested. Thank you. Bye. I do that because I know how it felt. Because I would call saying, are you coming for the workshop? You confirmed. From that, all of that I learned. And I felt it was important for me to learn smallest of things, because working, especially in the social sector, it's not it's not like a for-profit organization. You're dealing with a lot of souls. They have feelings, so you have to be kind enough and yet firm. So it was great. Like, even we have to courier things, so I had to get things ready, right from organizing small finance in events, taking care of that. I learned a lot of things, how to recruit people. So all this I never knew, obviously, because my mom takes care of my dad's organization, and obviously I was young, so they did not want to put any pressure on me. But even the smallest of things I learned. So yeah, I mean, even today I get calls, do you want this, do you want that? I'm like, no thank you. Or if I'm busy, I'll be like, I'll please call me later. Bye. Because maybe she has her target something, so why should I be rude to her?
Passionate,
So yeah.
compassionate. And in the pandemic, a lot of people were given a lot of time by the universe to introspect and go inward and fix something inside us. So kindness and compassion, I think, is the need of the hour, because you don't know what's happening tomorrow. There is a lot of uncertainty. So tell me about this feeling of, and which is naturally something that you gravitate towards: kindness, compassion, uh, putting others before you, and the fact that you do have a heart that looks at just not yourself or your art, but reaching out to more people. So tell me the importance of compassion and kindness in 2020 and 2021, which is
um
a very important part of our lives now.
if it is okay, I think it applies forever. um right question, but I feel like it should be there always and forever. So a lot of things about mental health awareness and things like that I learned. Until then, it was a very held up thing, space and stuff, and a lot of awareness through social media also I was happening, and I learned a lot about importance of taking care of your mental health. Until then, I didn't know, but this gave me a lot of time to interact. And I also went on a live and I spoke about the importance of taking care of your mental health. And I think the most important thing is, a lot of them, it should be easy for someone to tell you what they're going through. It should not be the thing that, oh, she's going to judge me. I think that it's really important, because a lot of them are really going through a lot of things. You might be smiling, I don't know what you're going through. The least thing I can do is be nice to you. If I don't want something, I can politely tell, instead of like ignoring, or just I don't believe in this ignoring. And communicate whatever it is. If you have a problem, communicate this. I don't know, I mean, I would feel bad to be treated that way, so I try my best, as in a kind yet firm way, communicate. So
Right.
I think most important thing is being sensitive to someone's situation.
Yeah.
And also, not to use your mental health issues to hurt someone also. That is also not right. Saying I have such and such thing,
Right.
and so I will behave this way. That is also wrong. So those things are what I learned, and I am also working on making myself better. Sometimes also a human being, so trying my best, to be a better person every day and learn from my mistakes. So, I mean, just be kind. Don't put other people down. If you can't be nice, just keep quiet. I think it's really simple. It's very simple to mind your business. Generally, I'm saying, people just want to dig in, and a lot of things happening. I don't want to repeat and this thing, but it's very simple, but sometimes hard to follow. I don't know why. But yeah, I mean, these are the things I learned, and I'm trying to follow also. That is why I'm talking about it. And I hope I also learn and become better.
Tell me that one compliment that your father gave you, which is very close to your
He said that, as you only said, that he said that there is some kind of a purity, and said that, I should nurture it. Um, so, and he said um, it's not common to find that trait, is what he said. So he said you should nurture and work harder and become better. So I said, okay. So yeah, it's mostly about my voice. And he also said that that you're being yourself and helping a lot of people. So I'm happy, really happy that I'm being myself. So both my parents actually. So initially it was difficult for them, but they kind of accepted me and they stand by me. So I'm grateful.
Tell me about your other interests. What do you do? Do you like to cook? Do you like to? Are you a foodie? What is that you like? What do you do in your time when you're free? What is that?
Um, I like to watch TV shows,
Okay.
mystery or things like that, and
Any
cooking
recipe?
also. I
Any
like to
recipe?
any recipes.
Let's see.
I just made I just made Persian rice. My brother had asked, so I tried it, and they all really liked it. Um, so Persian rice, everything online only. I forgot the person's name who gave the recipe. I sorry about that, but just Google check recipes and make. So I like that. It's very therapeutic, and I just like talking, just generally talking with my mom or my friends, or I just like to talk, chat, like, because it's like sometimes you're just too caught up, and these days I don't have, just like talking a lot to people. So
Very
all, yeah, sorry.
It's also exchange of knowledge. It's very therapeutic.
Exactly.
Do you write as well?
Yeah.
Do you write as well?
No, I don't write. I just write some thoughts and keep, but I don't know in what sense you're asking. Uh, so whatever I feel thoughts, I put it on my post. So that's all. That is the writing I do. Nothing else apart from that. Not like songwriting or things like that. Never sat into it. I think there's no free space. Something or the other is happening. So I just don't get time like that, to sit. So I've never tried.
And you do riyaz every day? Is it like a daily routine? You're a very unusual girl, even in terms of the way you think and the way you. I think a little ahead of your age in terms of chronologically. You are very wise, and there is a lot of. I'm sure there's a lot of mischief also, which we will. I mean, eventually know. Your uncle said you are very, and you said that you are. And about both your siblings, so what is it with them? What is the equation with them? You said they are a little like you're the elder sister. So tell me a little bit about the three of you.
Uh,
Are you a
so
team?
it was, yeah. So it was me. Huh?
Are you a team? The three of you, like, do you team up and
Sometimes,
okay,
sometimes good teams, sometimes fighting teams.
okay, okay.
So it was me teasing them in childhood, and now it's reverse.
Lovely. And thank you so much for speaking to me. You are a lovely girl, and we have to keep in touch. And next time you are in Dubai, we'll meet.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Please text me. I would love to be in touch with you. I really like you as a person. It's not because you're from here or there, but I really like the vibe with you, to be honest.
Thank
So
you so much. That's lovely to.
it's yeah, it's hard to trust people and find genuine people. So please be in touch. I'll chat.
Don't worry, I'm happy to talk to you. And I like to listen to people like you, young, wanting to do something different and they what they want to be. I think it's an amazing thing to be. I'm sure a lot of whatever your perspective is, Farishton ho, yeah, so be whatever you've done, ahimsa. Can you recite something out of Tirukural, just if you remember? Only if you remember.
செய்யாமற் செற்றார்க்கும் இன்னாத செய்தபின் உய்யா விழுமம் தரும் உய்யா விழுமம் தரும். பிறர்க்கின்னா முற்பகல் செய்யின் தமக்கின்னா பிற்பகல் தாமே வரும் வரும் வரும். These are the verses we sang. I forgot the meaning, but it has very interesting meaning. I think someone doesn't do bad to you and you intend thinking bad, you get it back. Something was a very, very interesting meaning. I forgot. So
Thank you. I just love speaking to you. You're a lovely girl, and I'd like to come and see you whenever you are in Dubai. Yeah, whenever you meet your uncle here. Yeah, thank you.
Definitely, I'll be. Thank you so much. All the best. Take care. Stay safe.
You too. You take care and all the
Bye.
best. Have a fantastic launch.
Thank you.
All the best for your success. Yeah.
Thank you. Also, you look really beautiful. I love yellow, so really like the whole thing. I like seeing people dressed up.
Because
nice.
Yellow color.
Look really nice.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah. A lot of them are putting gray and all. First day was gray and something was happening.
Today is the day of Ma Saraswati, and I'm speaking to you.
Lovely.
What a beautiful.
Lovely.
Right? Thank you very much, darling.
So sweet of you to connect it that way.
Yes.
Bye. Take care.
Take care.